Stephen A. Smith here, giving you guys the plays of the week. We had Texas going off against Oregon, defeating Oregon in this one. This was absolutely amazing play right here, taking that kick return back all the way to the house, man. Texas was able to win this football game, and they have a big one coming up against Texas A&M, so definitely be on the lookout for that one in week 3. Then we had UCF in Colorado. Score says we got blown out, man, but this game desynced on the first game. UCF was able to win, even though we had to start over and recreate the situation. But shout out to them, man. It is what it is. I play this game just to enjoy it, but shout out to him. We had Oklahoma and Oklahoma State rivalry game right here. This game literally came down to what you guys see right now, a field goal, man. You cannot help but like it. But we have a Texas versus Texas A&M rivalry game similar to this one, so definitely be on the lookout for it. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, guys. Peace. We had a lot of interesting games. I'm going to rotate things and switch it up a little bit instead of going through the same routine. So we're going to make it creative. Let's take a look at the top classes right now. So far, we have Georgia, Clemson, Miami, Michigan, and Tennessee in the top 5. Georgia being number 2 star, D tackle, and 4 stars. So they able to bring in some dogs, man. I think that's going to be key for Georgia to be able to sustain, great seasons. Top 25 right now, we got UCF, Wisconsin, Alabama, Michigan, Clemson, Texas. HEISMAN watch right now, as we see. There's some things that have changed. USC running back, he was number 1. He went from number 1 to number 5 right now. UCF have a quarterback, Rico Treggs, Thomas Oswald for Wisconsin, Anthony Power, and then Wisconsin has a running back. No surprise any bit in regards to looking at that list, as Wisconsin is always on top in regards to, being one of the best teams with recruiting. So obviously those guys going to be able to have some success. Taking a look at the week 2 recap, Colorado and UCF. This game right here, man, I know it says we lost 56-7, but this game, man, was actually closer than what it was. First game we played, it actually desynced. We had to start over, and then, I score, he score, to get the points back. Such a game situation, man. That kind of just mentally, I wasn't ready for that game. So first game, it was good. It was 2-possession game. I had the ball driving, finna make it 1-possession game, even though he was up by 15 points. It just that when it desynced, man, it fucked me up. Wisconsin beats Louisiana 62-6. Texas defeat Arizona State 63-34. Georgia beat Purdue 86-7. Tulane beats Mississippi State 56-3. Michigan beat Hawaii 68-7. Oklahoma State and Oklahoma. This was one of those rivalry games. Came down to the wire, man. I watched this game. It literally came down to who had the ball last. Oklahoma had the ball last, setting it up for a field goal. You guys saw that in our game of the week. That was, as far as plays of the week, man, that was huge. That game right there was probably one of the best of the year so far. Georgia Tech beats Arkansas 42-10. Florida State barely beats Penn State 23-22. USC beats Memphis 63-17. Miami and Ohio State. This game here was a 10-point game. Miami started out slow, only 14 points in the second quarter. Turnover battle, they lost. They won in the turnover battle 4-5. Jimmy Hawkins is a pretty decent quarterback, but he's known for throwing a lot of interceptions. Wide receivers got a look going. Actually running back. So Miami is one of them teams where I feel like they can be beat. I really do feel like they can be beat this year. Maybe I'm tripping, but I really do. Alabama and Louisville. Bama wins 31-10. Tennessee and TCU. TCU is one of them teams, man, where they're going to play hard. They lose, regardless of how they lose. He's a well-respected user. He's going to play hard. He may not win games, but he's one of them guys that's very active, and he's going to get the job done. One of them type of guys you want in the league, man. A guy that's going to get blown out, or it don't matter. He going to keep playing every week, man. You got to respect that. Clemson beats Georgia State 70-0. LSU defeated Utah 38-0, and then Texas A&M defeated Appalachian State. Pretty big, man. Taking a look at the games of the week for week 3, we got Michigan and UCF. I'm gonna go with Michigan. I do feel like Michigan is just a better team. We could have beat UCF, man. I'm not somebody that make excuses, but if we didn't have that desync, man, I feel like we would have had a better chance to beat them. I really feel like they can be beaten. Texas A&M and Texas, one of those rivalry games. We just had Oklahoma State and Oklahoma came down to the wire. I think this game is going to pretty much do the same. Texas A&M has a history of having a number of Texas, so I'm gonna go Texas A&M in this one. I do feel like Texas A&M can win this game. It's gonna be hard for Texas to go into Texas A&M and defeat them. Texas A&M is gonna run the ball though. I do feel like it's gonna be a low scoring game. Syracuse and Tulane. This could potentially be a upset alert, but I'm gonna go with Syracuse. I do feel like Syracuse gonna get the job done. Colorado and Pittsburgh with its computer, we're gonna beat Pittsburgh, man. That's for sure.